came back in the penthouse. It's been quite some time she came back. She told all the maids to go back and leave her alone. It's been quite some time she's been sitting in the living room. At this point, she didn't even know what to think about. The apartment was very quiet and empty, and she sat there, not being able to digest whatever happened in Taehyung's mansion. All she could think of at the moment was Taehyung is with Ryan. Suddenly, in the depth of quietness, the front door opened with a loud sound. She looked towards the door and saw Jonathan entering like he owned the place. He moved in carelessly and looked around, his eyes finally landing on her. Both looked at each other for a while. Jonathan broke the silence. Aera looked away from him, still sitting on her place. Jonathan sat on the couch in front of her. Why is no one here? No maid, no guards. And where's Taehyung? He was always here. He was sitting on the couch with royalty and looking around. Cuss. Her voice was stuck. Oh, Miss Aera. He got up and handed her a glass of water. She gulped it all down quickly. Jonathan stared at the way she drank the water like she was thirsty for years. Are you alright? I'm good, thank you, she said, avoiding his gaze. Did something happen? Did you have a fight with Taehyung? She looked at him. You don't know anything. Where is Taehyung and your wife? Jonathan looked at her clueless. My wife, Ryan. I'm searching for her. Really? You don't know? What are you talking about? Taehyung is with Ryan, she said in one go. He paused for a while. What? I saw Ryan with him. She was in his mansion. Maybe they slept together. She said what was bothering her aloud. What, are you mad, woman? He yelled. Aera flinched at his yell. She came out of her thoughts. What do you think you're saying? Are you trying to insult me? He growled dangerously. No, I'm not. I saw her with Taehyung. I thought you don't know, so I told you. And about the sleeping thing you just said? You think my brother will sleep with my wife? That's not what I meant. Then you were just blabbering whatever. I saw Taehyung with Ryan in his mansion. Don't you know it? So is she cheating? What? Is she cheating on you? He laughed out loudly. You think that brainless girl would cheat? Aera sighed. Aren't you bothered to find your wife with some other man? You seem fine with it, but I am not. Why don't you take her back with you and keep her away from my Taehyung? Are you sure you found her there? Yes, it was her. Taehyung even helped her. I went to have breakfast with him, but he was with Ryan. Jonathan tightened his face. What are you talking about? A little girl who couldn't even walk properly was walking with her father. She was holding his hand tightly, scared. Her father was not walking with her, he was dragging her. She tried very hard to catch up. Dad, she called him. The father suddenly stopped walking and looked down at the girl with his cold eyes. The girl was frightened. She thought she had made him angry. The father left her small hand harshly. Walk by yourself, he said firmly. The little girl was frightened. She didn't know where she was. It was an empty market with few people here and there. The father turned around and walked away. The girl stood there and watched her father walking ahead fast. Her chest tightened and she started sweating. Her heartbeat was incredibly fast. She looked at all those tall men walking ahead of her. She pout and her big eyes got teary. She wiped her tears with her small hands and started walking to catch up with her father. She ran with her small feet. She looked up immediately to find her father, but he couldn't be seen. She was lost. She got up immediately, ignoring the pain. Dad, she said slowly and her eyes got teary. She took some steps ahead but didn't find him. She knew she was lost, and she started weeping, wiping her tears immediately every time it falls with her small hand. Suddenly, she heard someone calling her in the darkness. She blinked her eyes and looked around and saw Taehyung. It was him calling her. Her muscles relaxed a bit to come out from her haunting past. She looked away from him and took a deep breath. Nothing. Don't give me your cold shoulder again. She didn't respond and didn't look at him. While he held her face and turned her to him, she looked at him for a moment. What am I doing here? Taehyung was taken aback by her question. She looked at him with her usual blank dark eyes. Hurting him after how close they became last night, why do you ask? Why am I here? Why did you keep me here? Why am I just helping you? Helping? She looked at him. You're giving me sympathy? She asked. No, Ryan, it's not like that. Nothing happened suddenly. I was just lost last night and you kept me with you. I don't know what have I become. Staying with you up for a night? He said calmly. She turned away from him. You already forgot why you were here and what Jonathan did? She remained silent. I had to bring you here and it's not sympathy, it's my love for you, even if you disagreed. Love? She looked at him. Yes. And I don't want to see you with Jonathan. I won't let him take you back. You're staying with me. Just shut up, it's not that easy. It's easy if you allow me. Do you like me? He asked her slowly. Answer me. She went speechless when he asked her. She knew she doesn't hate him. So does she like him? She never thought about it. Tell me, I don't hate you, she said slowly. Taehyung's heart glowed. It was a huge thing for him. Then, do you like me? But you're my brother-in-law, why do you ask? Just forget that I'm your brother-in-law. Imagine you weren't married. Now do you like me? He cupped her face and asked her. She remained quiet, thinking for a while. Yes, Taehyung couldn't believe it. It was unexpected. He felt out of his world, a feeling he never felt before, and his heart clenched badly at the fact that she was married. He loved her and she liked him, and he didn't meet her before where they could be together.